Well, joining me now is James Fowler, owner of Terroir Tapas, a Bournemouth restaurant that has just won the Class Award for Sustainable Practices as a result of the work they've done to reduce plastic waste and their carbon footprint. Really good to talk to you. Thank you for joining us today. Just looking at your website, it says you're an eco-aware global tapas bar with a big nod to doing what you can to eliminate waste, chemicals and unnecessary carbon trails. How exactly are you doing that, and what are you using to do that?
Hi, good morning. Yeah, it all started from the way we designed and built the place, so kind of using recycled plastic materials. So that was the first kind of thing, and basically reusing as many products as we can within the actual restaurant. We have like a grey water system, so we reuse water from all the bar sinks and the glass washers, which are used to like flush the toilets. But we source really locally, so from local farms, so bringing in the fresh produce, which kind of cuts down, I guess, carbon trails from excessive delivering. But within the actual place itself, looking at the bar top itself is made from recycled coffee cup lids and chopping boards. The bar front's made from compressed old yogurt pot lids. So we used a London-based company for this, and it was kind of really important for our design so the customers can kind of feel our ethos from where they're sat. On the bar itself, me and the team, we decided that we're going to get like a draft system for as many products as we can, again, reducing having to ship glass bottles around the world. So most of our wines come via a draft system. Down to the way we use the menus inside, we don't have any printed menus at all. The menu change is fresh, so it works really nicely with the design of the food. So we can kind of keep our menu quite small and seasonal. What else we've done? Moving around to the kitchen side of things, it's all cooked on wood and charcoal, so we don't have any gas, or we have a little bit of electric, which we use to cook. This is kind of one of our key features of the restaurant. So we have an aquaponic system. It's currently being fed by, we've got an EvoGrow system over there in the corner, which we use to kind of germinate plants in the first stage, and they move through to this wall. This kind of nice system that we don't need to buy in any herbs, which we use to garnish cocktails or for the chefs in the kitchen. So again, that kind of closed system that we can control it quite tightly.
It is amazing and impressive to see. I mean, are there any challenges when it comes to sticking to this eco plan?
Yeah, I mean, we have challenges every single week. Supply is kind of one of the key things for us. We have lost quite a few good suppliers over the year and a half we've been here, just because we're really trying to maintain that we don't want excessive packaging. What we actually do now, we've got these black delivery boxes you might see in the background. All our suppliers have to deliver all our produce in those, so we don't have excessive cardboard on site or plastic wrap. Yeah, but all the time, we're not 100% there, we admit that yet, but we're trying every day, we try to eliminate what we can do to kind of, reduce that impact on the outside environment.
So what is the next step for a business like yours?
Next step is to, we're coming into like the fresh season produce now, so kind of working again with the local suppliers to see what's kind of growing. And then just really push forward in terms of sustainability and kind of reducing those other little bits that we're kind of not quite happy with as yet. But, we're trying to get the place out there and kind of, it's mainly about proving to other restaurants that it can be done. We don't need to have bins. All our food waste is composted, and that you can actually run quite easily an environmentally friendly restaurant.
Yeah, you are very much leading the way. I mean, how do you get other restaurants to follow your lead?
Well, we've also got another restaurant quite close up to here, and that kind of inspired what we've actually done here itself, because I see how much food got thrown away all the time and how bins get filled up so quickly. So this is kind of, we're trialing it, and eventually, we're now moving the process over to the other restaurant. But, not having bins obviously saves money because you're not paying someone to get rid of your waste. It's all composted, which we use all the compost down at our allotment, which we grow the produce for here. So again, it's these kind of little closed systems that you can keep within a business that you kind of say, A, saves you money, saves you time, and kind of gives you that little kind of niche point, and it's doing a lot for Mother Earth.
Isn't it just? James, really interesting talking to you. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
James Fowler, owner of the Terroir restaurant in Bournemouth. You're watching Sky News, still to come. House